Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends with the time you are seeing this video or with the time you are watching this video. So this is a video that will be guiding you on how you can do your transcription tasks using your laptop. So you can see once you log into your account, you'll be able now to check the available tasks, all the available tasks. That's the first step. You check the available tasks. Then the first thing now, before you take any task, you check the project. You check what? The project. You check the project first. Then now this project will be guiding you on which prompt are you going to use. For example, we have these categories here: the strict verbatim and the edited verbatim. So you check where your project is lying, then that's now the prompt you are going to use. We have two of them. We have the strict the strict verbatim prompt, and we have the edited verbatim prompt. So you are going to check on these categories, then you are going to check where your assignment is lying. For example, ours is lying under lectures. So our assignments are from lectures. So we are going back to our categories and check where lectures is. So lectures is now on this point. On what? I want you to check it on edited verbatim. So that means you are going to use edited verbatim to edit our work. So let me now show you how you can take a task. So in this task now, already you have checked the project and you already know which prompt are you going to use. Then next thing you should check is the duration of your audio. You also check the duration of your audio so that you get to know, is this audio comfortable? Am I comfortable with this audio? Can I finish this task within 1 hour? You will be guided by the duration. So for beginners, I suggest and I advise you to start with the short audios. But for those who have maybe been doing transcription, you can do the 20 minutes and any audio, right? But for the beginners, ensure you start with the short ones so that you can build your confidence and also you get to familiarize yourself with with these jobs. Then also you also check the amount also, so that now maybe you're looking for audios that you can earn $5, $10. So check the available task and the amount they are paying. Then now you'll be able to tap on the view task. So once you view the task, you'll be able to check or to open this task. So for example, you wait for the wavelength to load. Assuming now you want to do the real work, you wait for the wavelength to load here. Then once the wavelength has loaded, now you can listen to this audio. So I'm going to listen to this audio so that I hear if it's doing what. I'm going to listen to the first part, the starting point. I get a clue. I want to play. So you just need to get a clue.
Is then my 2y0.
Just need to get a clue of what you are expecting to get in that audio move. When now you accept
they will always stand still. There's nothing like a traveling wave. With a traveling wave,
so
these points
for me, I mostly listen to the first few seconds. Then I come maybe at this point. I also play this part, maybe some few seconds. I just get a clue of the audio. Then I go maybe to this one. Just listen to different points. You get a clue of the whole audio. Make sure you preview this audio before you take it. Get a clue of what you are expecting in this audio. Then once you are comfortable to do this task, you can now press this accept button and you'll be awarded the task.
So you take 4 strings for a violin, 6 for a guitar,
task, you will find that audio on the awarded task. This is where you'll find the audio on the awarded task. Then you download it from the awarded tasks. But for now, that is now for those who are doing this one for submission. If you are doing this one to submit, make sure you listen to the audio a bit, some few parts, then you can now accept the task. If you are not comfortable with it, you can pick a different one. Then for those who now are going to use these audios to practice, you can download them without accepting the task. You can download these audios without accepting them. So how do you do that? Remember, you are not going to accept the task if you are doing this one for practice. If you want to practice, do not accept the task. But if you are doing this one to submit or to get the $3, you make sure you accept the task, so that now you get awarded, then you start doing it. So whether you are doing it for practice or whether you are doing it for submission, you will use the Chrome extension. On the top right corner, we have the Chrome extension there, the one now we call Audio Downloader Prime. So ensure you check on my video on how to use or how to install the Chrome extension. I've already uploaded that video on YouTube. Check on it so that you know how you can set a Chrome extension on your laptop. So always when you find more than 2 audios or more than 1 audio, you remove them using this button. There is the X on this part, you remove, then you can reload this page again so that you can now load only 1 audio, right? You can now see we have only 1. So I'm going to download this audio. I'm going to download this file because I'm sure now this is the file now I'm doing. You can see it's downloading there. So you need to give it seconds. You need to give it some seconds so that it can finish downloading. Then once the audio is done downloading, we can now go to the next step. Our next step is now the TurboScribe, right? This is the process we use now. This is the process we use now to do what? To do our tasks. So we go to the next step, which is now the TurboScribe. I want you to check here, TurboScribe. We are on now step 2, TurboScribe. So I'm going now to open TurboScribe. That's our step 2. On TurboScribe, I'm going to make sure I log in to my to this TurboScribe. This is our website. So ensure you log in to this website using your email. Then after you log in, you are going to click on transcribe files. You just click on the transcribe files, then you are going to see this kind of a page, right? So on this page, this is where you get to upload your audio. On the browse files, that's where you click to upload your files, upload your audio. So I just tap on browse files, then I'm going to get all my audios here. So ensure you pick the right audio, ensure you confirm the audio you are uploading or you are selecting it's the right, the exact audio that you taken as your assignment, and also the same audio that you downloaded. Ensure confirm that to avoid uploading the wrong one. Confirm the audio. You can confirm the name or the date or even the time. Then you'll get to know the audio that you should upload there. So mine is the first one. That's what I downloaded. Then I'm going to upload or select that file, then upload it here. So once you upload the audio, you should also check the audio length. You should also check the audio language, You should also check the audio language and ensure you are using the English US. You are using the English US. Ensure you use the English US to transcribe your file. Then we also have the third thing, which is now the transcription mode. So in the transcription mode, I'm going to make sure that I'm using the well, since the well is the most accurate mode of transcription. We always use the well since it's the most accurate mode of transcription. Then we have now the last thing, which is now the more settings. You open the more settings, and because you are doing transcription, you tick all the 3 boxes. You tick all the 3 boxes, and where you have now 2 speakers, you change this one to detect automatically. You change the speakers to be detected automatically. So that's how you set this TurboScribe before now you transcribe. The audio is the audio is already here. It's done uploading. We have used the English US as our transcription audio language. Then on the transcription mode, I've also made sure I'm using the well as my most accurate mode of transcription. And lastly, I tick the 3 boxes, and then on the first box I'm going to change this one. I'm going to use detect automatically. Even if I'm sure with the number of speaker tags, I'm going to make sure I use detect automatically, right? Then now we transcribe our file. We transcribe what? We just tap on transcribe our file. Then the audio is going to be transcribing here, preparing to transcribe, and now it's transcribing. So we need to give it time to transcribe. Just wait for it to finish. Once it's done, you will see now this green button, right? Yeah, it will take a green button. That's when you will know that the audio is already done, and you'll also get an email after your audio has already downloaded. You'll also get an email, a notification on your email. So for the beginners, for those who are watching this video for the first time and you don't have an account, you make sure if you are ready to get started and to start doing these jobs, you can text me on WhatsApp, and I'm going to guide you on how to get this account. I'm going to show you and to guide you step by step on how you can get to do these jobs. So we have a lot of them each paying $3, right? Each paying $3. So you can do any number of them. You are not limited to the number of jobs you can do in a day. And I'm going to be guiding you step by step. So the audio is already at 50%. Let's wait for this audio to finish transcribing. And also, as you continue watching, as you continue learning, ensure you follow the account, and also leave a comment, leave a like, and also you can share this video with your friends and anybody who is interested to learn how to do transcription jobs. So make sure you leave a comment and like and share to anyone who might be interested in these jobs. So the audio is already done, and once it's done, I'm going to open the transcript. Just tap on the name of the transcript, then you are going to have this transcript here. So these are two speaker audios. Then I'm going now first to enable the edit mode. That's the first thing you ensure you do. Once you open this transcript, you enable this edit transcript. You just tap on the edit transcript, then you are going to have this file on editing mode. I believe you can see this. Going to have this audio on on edit mode. Then now remember, you have already activated the edit mode. So once you activate the edit mode, you are going to make sure you proofread your audio and ensure you have the exact text you have in the audio. To make sure whatever is in the audio is exactly what you have in this transcript. So how do you ensure that? You just start by playing the first paragraph and ensure you have not muted yourself. Down here we have the volume button. Ensure you have not muted yourself. Then we have now we have to play now the first word that appears on our first paragraph. We are going to play and match that one with our audio. So let me play the first paragraph
like this,
like this. So that one is very okay.
And this here like this. And this here is then my 2y0. Like this.
Like this, right? So that's now our first word. So you make sure the words are exactly what you have in the audio. And sometimes you might have some words missing, maybe from the audio. So in that case, you add the 3 dots to show that. Maybe, let me show you. So if I want to edit, I just tap that part I want to edit. Then I'm going to see that edit button there. I'm going to edit. So assuming I don't have this like on the audio, assuming I don't have it in the audio, and I want this one to make sense, so I'm going to add the 3 dots so that this can make sense, right? If now it happens you find, you get an audio that has that missing part, you just add the 3 dots to show that that part is not missing, maybe from the audio. You don't have it in the audio, and this one does not make sense without the 3 dots. So you make sure you have the 3 dots to show that you are missing some words before that one. But ours is okay. Ours is very okay. Then you wouldn't even know it's oscillating the way it is, because it's already complete, right?
And now,
but I'm sure we should have like this, right? We should have some words before coming before.
And this here
let me just do this. We should have some words coming before like this, right?
And this here
so we should have this thing, because this is
These points
this is at the
will
middle,
never move.
right? We should have some
will
words.
always stand still.
The speaker was saying
Like
something before. He came to say
these
like
points will
this.
see the
So I'm
wave
going
go
to
by.
add
They
the
will go up
three
and
dots.
down. They never do
Then
that.
I'm going to
They
have
sit
something
still.
like this now.
They have a name.
Like this.
We call them
You
nodes.
see? Because you already know that the speaker was saying something before she came to this
Let's
part.
now look a little later.
Like this. We had
Let's look at
something
T
before like this. So that's
equals
why
1/4
we are having
of a
the
period.
three dots to show that
Now the
we
cosine
have
is
some
0.
words missing.
So there's
Then
not a
we
single
also
point on the
rename
string
the speaker.
that is
We
not
have
0.
the speaker 1.
So the string
So
looks
the
like
speaker
this.
1, you rename this person
If you took a
with
picture
either
of the
female
string, you
or
wouldn't even
male.
know it's
So
oscillating.
our first speaker
Just a straight
is
line.
male, right? Our
And
first
now,
speaker is male
if we
1.
do look
And
a little
because it's
later
the
and we look
first
at
male
T
to start
equals
talking,
1/2
we are going
the
to
period,
have him
then the
as
cosine is minus
male
1.
underscore
So now the curve will look like this.
male underscore. Let me write male
And so
underscore.
what does it mean if we just
Male
look what's here
underscore.
happening?
Male
This is
underscore
what's going
1,
to happen.
right?
The string is just doing this, and there are points that
Male
stand still.
underscore
Nothing
1,
is going like this,
colon.
nothing is going
Male
like this.
underscore
You see
1,
this point
colon.
going up
We
and
use
down,
this,
up and down, up and down, and this will do the
dash.
same.
We want a
And
dash.
these nodes
We just
will do
want a dash.
nothing. So that is what a
So we are going
standing
to
wave
use
will look like. And I think the
underscore,
name
sorry,
standing
with
wave is a very
underscore.
appropriate name.
So
very
let me
descriptive,
type
because it's really
that
standing.
underscore here.
It's not moving.
You should have
It's
male
not traveling
underscore.
along the x direction.
You should
Can we
have
make a
male
standing wave?
underscore
Yes, we
1,
can. And I will
right?
do that
Should have
today.
male underscore 1.
The standing wave can be
It's
made
not
by
working. This one, it's not any.
shaking
Should have an
or
underscore
rotating in that
between male
fashion.
and 1.
a string.
You can see mine it's not
You have a string.
accepting,
Say I attach
but
the
you
string
should
to the
have
wall there,
underscore
and I
between.
move it up
Let
and
me
down.
just get it from
So a
somewhere.
wave goes in. I
Let
do
me
just this,
see
like
if I
the
can
rotating
get
disc.
an
The
underscore
wave travels,
anywhere.
but the wave is reflected.
Underscore, right?
And so I have a wave going in and
Okay.
I have a wave coming back.
Now,
So I have now two waves going
how
through
do we
each other.
get an underscore?
And if the conditions are
Because
just
mine
right,
is not accepting
then
to be
these
inserted
reflective
here.
waves, this one will reflect. When it arrives here, it will reflect again.
Yeah, but you
goes
should
back
have
again,
an underscore
and it will
there.
continue to
Then you
reflect.
save your changes. Make
If
sure
the
you have
conditions are
an
just
underscore
right,
there.
then these
Make sure you
reflective
have
waves
underscore
will
there. Then you are
support
going
each
now
other,
to confirm all these
and they
other
will
paragraphs
generate a
that
large
are
amplitude,
remaining.
as
Make
I
sure
will
you play.
demonstrate to
I
you.
mean, you make sure you
But
confirm
that's
all these
only the
paragraphs
case for
that
very
it's the
specific
same
frequencies,
male one who is
and we call
now
those
talking in
resonant
these
frequencies.
sections. You just play once.
The
Just play.
lowest
Then
possible
you listen to the
frequency
voice.
for
Just
which this
tap and
happens, which we call
listen
the
to the voice.
fundamental,
Confirm it's
will
the
make
same
the
voice.
string vibrate like
That way,
this.
up to where you'll find the next speaker. So we have this one
So
as
the
our
whole thing
next
goes
speaker.
Got it. Not so easy. You get a resonance.
So you can now hear the speaker 2 is a different person, but the same male. I mean another male, another different male. So we are going to have this one as we are going to have this speaker is male, but now a different male.
Oh, that's a super high harmonic.
Underscore. We should have an underscore here, but my button is not working. So ensure you have an underscore between male and 1. Ensure you have an underscore there, right?
Do I hear 20?
Ensure you have an underscore there. I'll try to have it, right? Yeah. Then you save the changes. You save your changes. Then you also confirm that the following paragraph is the same person. Sorry, it's male 2. Sorry for that. It's supposed to be male 2.
So that's standing waves.
Male 2. Male
And you see the
underscore
shapes.
2 colon.
So the
male underscore 2
mode of
colon.
operation,
Then you are going to do what?
very
To now
characteristic for
proceed and
standing waves.
confirm that the following
When I
paragraphs
pluck a
are
string,
for what?
violin,
Are
or I
for
strike
male
it with
1.
a bow,
Going to confirm everything
or with a hammer
that we have male 1
on the
talking
piano,
in those
if the hammer comes
paragraphs.
down,
Then
that
we
is
also
exposing
confirm
the
that this
string.
paragraph is
So you
complete.
take four strings for
Then we
the violin
confirm
and
if
6
it's
for a guitar,
complete.
and you make them out of very
different. You can see very different, but because the statement is not complete, that's why we are having what? That's why we are having the 3 dots
in the
after
string
different. That's why we have
is
these
the square
3
root of the
dots here
tension.
after the
Take
different, because the
803.
statement is
You'll
not
even see
complete.
a proof for that,
Then
divided by the mass of the
once
string
now
per unit length.
you might have something like non-verbal cues
So
on
you
your,
take
on your
4
work.
strings
So in
for a
case you
violin,
have something
6
like
for a
a
guitar,
non-verbal cues,
and you make them out of very
you
different.
put into brackets, then you type that non-verbal cue. Maybe someone maybe someone is doing what? Someone is someone is clapping, right? You can have audience is clapping, audience clapping. So insert in that, can have audience, right? Audience. So you make sure whatever you are writing, you are sure of that sound. Audience clapping. You might also have something like inaudible. You might have someone who is not inaudible. So in case, instead of writing your own words or guessing, you just write inaudible, right? Is it this inaudible? Just write inaudible, right? Type inaudible that way. If you have maybe that person is not audible well, you can't hear the words. You show that you can't hear the words by having inaudible, right? Yeah, that's how you edit your work. If you find any words that are not here but they are in the audio, you insert them. If you find any words that are not here but you can hear them in the audio, you add them. You just tap and edit. Just tap on that part, then edit and add your words. If you have some words here and they are not in the audio, you remove them. What do I mean? I mean, you make sure you transcribe exactly what you have in the audio. Make sure you transcribe exactly what you have in the audio. Then, once you are done with all these editings and all this proofreading, we go now to the next step. And our next step.
Now I'll try to find
our next step now.
Second harmonic, so you'll see another note coming in at the middle.
Our next step is now to download this document, this transcript now. We need to do an advanced export. We need to do an advanced export. Once you finish all the editings and all the proofreading, you are going to do what? To do an advanced export. Once you do an advanced export, you will take the last two boxes. You will download your document, export as BTT, and add section timestamps on your what?
There are 3 notes now.
On your document.
My friend,
make sure
there's a
you
note,
add section timestamps
and then there's one in the middle. If you
on your
subtract
document. Then,
3 minus 1 is
once
2,
you
then
tick
it's
now the
second
last
harmonic.
two boxes,
So now I will try to
tap
generate a
download.
very high
Then you
frequency
now download this file.
in resonance, and then
So
you
it's already
count the number of
downloading
notes,
here.
subtract
It has
1,
already downloaded.
then you know which
Then
harmonic
I'm going to
I was
open
able
that
to
document.
generate.
And now this is my document now. This is my document. I'm going to copy this one, this transcript, all of it. I'm going to copy all of it. Control C. I'm going to copy this document. Then after you copy this document, you are going to open a new document. A new document on either Microsoft Word, WPS, or Google Docs. You are going to open a blank document. Then paste your text. So I'm going to paste my text on this Microsoft Word, a blank document. I'm going to paste my transcript there. It's there. Confirm you have pasted the whole of it. Then I'm going to scroll back to my first paragraph. Then on the first paragraph, you are going to have this what? You are going to have. You are going to remove this watermark. The one I've already highlighted. That's a watermark. That's not part of the transcript. So you make sure to remove that watermark.
Or I strike it with a bow.
Then you now remain
or with
with
a hammer on the piano. Just a hammer comes
you now
down.
Remain
that is exposing the string
the text
to a whole
only.
set of frequencies.
Then we start now inserting the speaker tags. So I'm going to delete one, then replace one with the speaker. With the speaker from
and so if the string
our TurboScribe. So our TurboScribe, we are starting with mail 1. Mail underscore. Remember we have an underscore there.
It would be very happy with 800
so you start with mail.
1200 hertz.
You transfer them.
Will simultaneously, if I bang
you transfer
it,
these
or strike it, or
the way they are.
Simultaneously oscillate.
The way they are from the TurboScribe. But ensure you have an underscore between mail and 1.
And all the others that are present, all the other frequencies
an underscore
in this
between mail and 1. Then we are going to the next speaker. After mail 1, we now go to speaker what? Mail. Is it mail? Yeah, mail 2. At timestamp 9:23, we have mail 2 there. Yeah. That paragraph. So you are going to now 9:23.
You can now manipulate
9:23.
Because V
just scroll until you find 9:23, timestamp 9:23. we have it
speed
here. Yeah. It
in
can
the
be
string
it can have a
is the
difference
square root
maybe
of
of
the
1
tensions.
second. So it's okay. We have
Take
922
803.
here, but the
You'll
same
even see a
paragraph.
proof for
What
that.
matters is the
Divided by
paragraph.
the mass of the
Then we
string
have the male
per unit length.
underscore. Of course, ensure you have an underscore.
So you take 4 strings
Then
for a
2
violin, 6 for a
colon.
guitar,
We have an underscore
and you
between
make them out
male
of very different.
and 2, an underscore there. Then we proceed. You check the next speaker. The next speaker is your. Who is our next speaker? Male 1 at 9:37. Male 1 9:37 again. Male 1 at timestamp 9:37. We have male 1 on 127. We have male 1. So you delete 127 and you have male what? You have male underscore 1 colon. Make sure you have an underscore between male and 1. Then you're going to check if you have any other speaker remaining. Then you also add that speaker. Sometimes you might also have AI or TurboScribe missing some of the speakers. So if you find or you identify any such mistake, you can now come. For example, let me give an example. Maybe we have a speaker at 1104 and AI did not maybe get that, right? So we are going to insert that speaker manually. 1104. You go to 1104 where you have 1104. Where's 1104? On 1104, you add that speaker there, right? If now AI forgot to add, but ours is okay. So once you finish, finish transferring all the speaker tags from TurboScribe, we are going to have now the prompt above our text. I'm going to have now the edited verbatim prompt above my transcript. So I'm going to copy the prompt from my Gemini. Yeah, but you might have it on your keyboard, so you use your keyboard, but mine, I've saved it on TurboScribe. So I'm going to use Gemini. I'm going to check that prompt from Gemini. So this is my prompt, my edited verbatim prompt. I'm going to paste this prompt on the comment section. That's where you'll get the prompt from and the categories. So once now you copy the prompt, you paste it above your transcript there. You paste it above your transcript. Then these are the instructions on how your work will be edited. So I want you to check the underscore I was talking about. This one, it's because my button is not working. My underscore button is not working. This one, this is your underscore. So this is how the underscore looks like. So when you are writing the speaker tags, ensure you have an underscore between male and 1, or female and 1, or female and 2, the number you are using. Just ensure you have an underscore there. So ours is there. Now I'm going to send this one. So we have the edited verbatim prompt because we are doing lectures. That's why we are using the edited verbatim. So now we have the prompt and we have the text. So I'm going to copy this one all. I'm going to copy the whole thing. Then once I copy now, I'm going to open Gemini. Now Gemini is our third step. Gemini is our third step. So we are going now to Gemini and paste our work there. We are going to paste our work on Gemini. So once you paste on Gemini, remember you are pasting the prompt, the text. You are pasting the prompt and the text. So once you paste on, make sure you open a new chat. Every time you want to do any job, open a new chat. Then you paste your work there. Let me reload this one. Make sure you open a new chat. When now you want to paste any work, open a new chat on Gemini. Then you are going to paste your assignment. You can use Gemini, you can use DeepSeek, you can use Cloud AI, you can also use a ChatGPT. Right? Yeah, I can see Gemini. It's already now fine. So I've already pasted my text. I'm going to confirm if the text is complete. If the text is complete, I have the whole of the text there. Then also I'm going to confirm that I also have the prompt. I'm also going to confirm that I have the prompt there. So I have the text and I also have the prompt. Then I'm going to send this one to Gemini. I'm going to send this one to Gemini. Then Gemini is going to do the assignment and have the speaker tags. Now you can see Gemini has added the underscore, right? Yeah, so Gemini is going to correct your work how it should be done. So your part or your work is to just confirm this work is done well. Then now, what are we confirming after the Gemini does this work, or any AI that you are using gives you this work? So you are confirming if you have speaker tags at the points that they are supposed to be, right? So we have mail 1 running up to 9:23. So I'm going to 9:23 and check if at 9:23 we have mail 2. I'm going to check mail 2, right? Yeah, so you can see mail 2 is starting here, right? Mail 2 is here. This is our mail 2. So you can check and confirm that we have our mail 2. If you don't have speaker tags, you are going to ask Gemini to add the speaker tags before each timestamp. If you don't have the speaker tags before each timestamp, you are going to ask Gemini to add those speaker tags before each timestamp. But because ours is okay, we are going to check the timestamps. So what do we check on the timestamps? We check if the timestamps are continuous. For example, this timestamp here, this one should be starting exactly at this below, right? Should be starting below. This timestamp should be exactly this one, right? Yeah, I mean the second one, not the whole of it. This one, only this one. It's going to be the same with this one starting here, right? Yeah, so you make sure they are the same. 11:55 9:30, 11:55 9:30. You make sure they are in that order. If they are not in that order, you are going to tell Gemini to have you are going to type to Gemini this way: timestamps should be continuous. Timestamps should be continuous, full stop. Retain the speaker tags and the text and also the paragraph, so that you don't have AI or Gemini editing the paragraphs or the text. You make sure you instruct Gemini to retain the text, the paragraphs, and also the speaker tags, so that AI does not go ahead and edit those, right? So the timestamps are already continuous. Make sure you confirm the timestamps are already continuous. If they are not, you know what to do. Just tell Gemini timestamps should be continuous, full stop. Retain or maintain text, paragraphs, and speaker tags. Then Gemini is going to produce a new work with the timestamps continuous, right? Then the last thing now, we should ask Gemini according to edited. If you are doing edited verbatim, if you are doing strict verbatim, you are going to ask Gemini according to strict. But because you are doing edited, I'm going to ask Gemini according to edited verbatim rules. Does my current transcript need any corrections, right? I'm going to ask Gemini that question, so that we be sure of what we are doing. Corrections, this is a question, so you just ask Gemini that question. Then Gemini, it's going to answer you with either yes or no, and if it's yes, it's going to highlight all those, right? Has been fully processed and corrected to adhere to all 12 rules, right? Yeah, so these are now the adjustments that were to be made, right? Yeah, you can see that everything is here now. Conclusion is fully corrected, right? So you are going to tell Gemini to give you, you're going to say update. If you have any corrections, update all the corrections in my transcript, right? If you have any, you are going to transcript in my transcript, right? If you have any correction that you need to exclude, maybe you don't want this one to be corrected, you say except this and this. But if it's all, you're going to say update all the corrections, then you send this one in my transcript. Then AI is going to update all those corrections in your what? In your text. Then you are going to now have the finalized text. Also ensure you confirm what? Ensure you confirm that nothing was changed. The timestamps are still continuous, the speaker tags are there, and the paragraphs are complete. Then I'm going to copy this one now. I'm going now to copy this one. I'm going to copy this one, but before you copy, you can also ask Gemini you can also send the same question again, right? Yeah, if you doubt AI, you can also send the same question again and check if you have any other mistakes to be corrected. Then after that is done, you are going to ask AI to suggest a topic of less than 7 words, right? We are going to ask Gemini to suggest a topic of less than 7 words. Why are we saying 7 words? Because we need this topic to be very, very short, very brief, not a very long one, but a very brief thing. Suggest a topic of less than 7 words. Here is an updated right? Yeah, so for beginners, make sure you avoid mathematics audios and chemistry, anything that is involving mathematics or formulas. If you want to do a very, very nice work, avoid those jobs that have mathematics and those formulas. Let me suggest the topic again. We need to suggest a topic of less than 7 words for this transcript. We need a topic, right, for this transcript. Then I'm going now to get a topic, a very short one, a very short topic. Here's some few topics, right? So you'll just copy any that now fits your, any that you are, maybe you feel like this one is what I want to have as my topic. Then I'm going first to start by copying this text. I'm going to start by copying this text, right? I'm going to start by copying all these corrected text, right? The last text you have, that's what you are going to copy. That's what you are going to copy. So this one now, this is what I'm going to select. You make sure you select that text, all of it, then copy. Sorry, I've pasted the wrong one. What is happening here? So let me select it again. I'm going to select this text and copy. Then once now I copy, I'm going to paste it on my Microsoft Word. I'm going to paste that corrected text on my Microsoft Word app. I'm going to paste that corrected text there. Then once you paste that text, we are going to start with the heading. We are going to start with what? With the heading. Before your text, we have the heading. Before your text, we have now the heading. So you should have an heading before your transcript, right? So on the heading, you start with transcription job. That's your heading. Then after that, we have the client. Then the third one, we have the transcribed by. Then date. The date now you are doing the work, and the audio length. Audio length. So those are the details you should include in the heading. This is your heading. So you just need to fill that heading, and you start with the transcription job. And where do you get transcription job? now from this title, these topics now that AI suggested for you, you just copy one, then you're going to paste it on the transcription job. You're going to paste it there. So you have the topic there, then the client, you make sure the client is Eagle Web. Make sure the client is Eagle Web. Then we have the transcribe. This should be a colon. Let me correct. This should be a colon. Then transcribed by. This is where now you have your names, right? You at least two names, at least your real names. You are two real names, at least two real names. Then now you have the date. Today it's on 30th. So you don't write 30th. You just write 30. Then not July but 07, and not 7. Not 7, not July, but 07. Then the year now, 2026. So on the date you start with, when writing the date, you start with the date, then the month and the year. That's the format of the date. Then lastly, we have the audio length. So on the audio length, you use what? This is where you get your audio length. This is where you get your audio length, the last time stamp that was used. So we have this last time stamp is 1203. So that's what we are going to use as our as our audio length. So let me go back and have 1203, then minutes as my audio length. So that's how you write the audio length, not 12 minutes 03 seconds, but it's 12:03 minutes. That's how you write the audio length. Then lastly, now we have the end of recording. Below, or maybe the last part, the last paragraph of your text, we have in capital letters, end of recording, in capital letters, end of recording. Then you have those dash. Then now the last timestamp. Sorry, I'll just correct that. You should have this arrow there, and there is no space between that arrow. There is no spaces. Then you paste your work. You paste that timestamp there. So we have now the end of recording in that way. The end of recording. You just use the timestamp you have already. You just use the last timestamp you have. This one. This is our last timestamp. 00 minutes. 00 hours, 12 minutes, 03 seconds, 770 microseconds. That's now our last timestamp, and that's exactly where we got the audio length from, and the end of recording. We used that timestamp. So that's how you do your transcription task. Then the other thing, you should confirm all the paragraphs are complete. Each and every paragraph should start with a capital letter and end with either a full stop or a question mark, or sometimes exclamation mark. And other times you can also have your work ending with a long dash, most of the times, but always confirm if the statement is not. For example, this one, if your work ends with this long dash, but the next paragraph starts the capital letter, a small letter, that means you should connect the two. But if maybe the next word after this long dash, you are starting with a capital letter, that means these are different paragraph, right? Yeah, so in this way you should connect. You might have a timestamp here. You might have a timestamp between this long dash and this. You might have a timestamp here. Sometimes you might get a timestamp between waves and this. So in that case, if this starts with a capital letter, you can have it that way. But now if this starts with a small letter, you need to make sure they are connected. They are one paragraph. So just read and understand the context well, and so you understand the transcript well. Then you'll be able to know if after long dash we are supposed to have a new paragraph or we connect the two. Make sure you check that. You can see these one are starting with a small letter. I'm looking for the one that starts with that starts with a capital letter after the long dash, but I can't find any. I can't find any. So most of the times, ensure your paragraphs are ending with a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Then after that, I'm going to select all. Then have the font as Times New Roman. Make sure you use Times New Roman as your font. Times New Roman as your font. Then font size is 12. Then you space your work to 2.0, and you also remove a space before and after paragraph, right? So that now your work can look like this. And sometimes you can also have lines after each paragraph, but this one is not that much necessary. You can have it the way it is, right? It's not a must you have these line breaks. It's not a must you have these line breaks between the text and the next speaker. You can have the text the way it is, right? Yeah, so ensure you confirm all the details. Ensure confirm the heading is there. You have filled the heading the way it's supposed to be. You have speaker tags before each timestamp. The timestamps are continuous. The paragraphs are full, complete. And you also have the end of recording. And each timestamp should not exceed 45 seconds. For example, this one, you should not exceed 45 seconds in each timestamp range. You should make sure you maintain a maximum of 45 seconds in each time range. Make sure you have that. Then once you are done with all this, you just copy your work. Just copy, select everything, then you copy this work. Just select everything, copy this work, then you are going to paste that one on your assignment. Just view task, and you are going to paste your work down there. You are going to paste your work down here. That's where you'll find that paste button. Paste your work, confirm all the details, and submit your work. Then wait for the client to review your work. Then I believe that's now transcription. Make sure you watch it. You watch the video repeatedly. Make sure you learn before you attempt the real work. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This is where you'll be getting updates on how to do transcription, translation, academic writing jobs, and how to do them, and all updates about them. And also remember to like the video, share, and also comment something before you leave. Thank you for watching. Have a great time.